Hey, it's Jen, Bitch in a Hurry, Not So Mystical Tarot. This is going to be a reading for Sun, Moon, or Rising sign of Libra for the 15th through the 30th of January 2019. It's crazy. You can find me on Instagram at Bitch in a Hurry or at bitchinahurry.com. I would like to take just a moment to say thank you to everyone that participated in the holiday sale, or the extended holiday sale as it became to be. I appreciate so much everyone who ordered readings, who referred me to their family and friends, and gave me feedback. Just thank you all so much. I appreciate it more than you know. Now, let's get started for Libra. Libra, it looks like in the second half of January, you have a decision to make. And you're at an impasse. There's something that is holding you back from making this decision. And oftentimes we say, not making a decision is making a decision. So this is a time where you need to really take an honest look at what you have going on in your life, where you are focused, and make whatever decision it is that you need to make so that you can move forward. The good thing is here, you are working hard on something, and this must be where the decision lies, because you've come to a point now where other people know what you're working on. This isn't something you can keep to yourself anymore. So it could be that. It could be that you've been working on something that maybe you are not sharing with a lot of people. But at this point, other people notice what's happening. You can no longer work in the shadows. Look at the spider. He makes this beautiful, huge web, and it may be that you don't quite see how beautiful or how much progress you've made on something, but like the spider is so tiny, the spider can see right in front of itself, oh look, I've done these things in order and made these pretty rows and done whatever. But anybody who would walk by the spider's web sees this huge creation and how beautiful it is. It's like that. You see the limited area just right in front of you, but other people see the whole project. And I think that's what's happening, and I think that's what this is. There's a decision that needs to be made, and you're not quite seeing the big picture yet. So when you take a few steps back, look at the big picture, you're going to see that you've come a lot farther than you thought you had. So the decision that you need to make probably reflects that. So I'm interested to hear what you're working on, because I like to know these things. And it's obvious, like I said, you've made some progress. Moving forward on this, pertaining to this decision, you have the Six of Swords. And the Six of Swords is a time where you realize, when you stop and evaluate, everything is in its place. Sometimes our thoughts get a little crazy and they can make this happen, this two. But the six is a nice progression from the two. So the two is where, you just kind of have these two ideas. I can't move past them. Like, you just kind of are stuck there. With this six, it's time for movement. Oftentimes the six is a sign of travel, new places, things like that. What I see for it right here, though, is that you can see everything is in its place. It's time to quiet your thoughts. The swords are our intellect, our mind, our thoughts. Your thoughts are in order, okay? It's time to quiet those, let them rest. Look at here. She's resting for just a moment. I'm not saying to take 3 weeks off. I'm saying just take some time, realize things are in their place. Everything is in its aligned order. Now it's time to make a decision to move forward. This is a time for movement. Where am I going to go next? What's happening next? This is not a place that you can stay. And that's okay. It's good for you to realize that. And it's time, like I said, for you to move forward. And taking that moment to evaluate and rest will allow you that. Okay, I'm back. Don't want to sneeze on camera. I'm still getting over the flu, so if I pause for a second, I promise I'll return. All right, so we've had the decision to make. We had the work that we've done being seen. We're taking the time to evaluate, know that our thoughts are in order, and now you have the Queen of Swords. And the Queen of Swords is the most objective, analytical, sharp-minded card in the deck. Many think it's the King. I am not beating up the King. The King is highly objective, but the Queen comes with a special package. The Queen comes with just that little slice of woman's intuition. So where the King is very black and white, there is no gray. The Queen does not allow time in the gray, but she also has that slight little bit of intuition that gives her a push in the right direction even faster than the King. So when you take this time to evaluate and realize everything is in its place, you will be able to make these decisions that you need to make, because the Queen, nothing gets past her. She's highly objective. She is on the money, and she knows exactly what she needs to do. And it will be extremely obvious to you what the correct decision is. Now, your underlying energies, the clarification cards we have here, the first one is the King of Wands. The King of Wands is charismatic. He is a man of action. He gets things done. This can be male or female, obviously, depending on who's watching. It's just an energy, but this is a very strong energy, very charismatic. I often call him like the Midas touch. Whatever he's doing or into or involved in, people are like, yeah, I want to do that too. Or they're like, yeah, I agree with you. It's almost like people just can't say no to him because of his charm, his charisma, his success, and his he's got like an electric kind of charismatic energy. So this is going to be something that you actually have right now. So while you're making these decisions and making these plans and enjoying the fruits of this labor that you have had kind of quietly for a while with this King of Wands, everyone's going to know what you're working on, okay? It's not going to be a secret any longer. In a way, that's a beautiful thing, because you have this Three of Wands, and the Three is all about your future, making your future plans. This is the long-range plan. You've come a little bit of a way, and now you're like, okay, what do I do next? And you have the ability now to make this long-range plan. And maybe because your work is a little bit more out in the open now, you may feel a little more comfortable making a long-range plan that involves some of this work that you have here. So your long-range plan is very important to you right now. And of course, this Queen of Swords is a wonderful card to have at this time, so that you can eliminate things that do not serve your purpose, and you can keep the things that do. And it's not a decision that takes a long time. The Queen of Swords is not one to meditate and perseverate over things. She immediately knows this is good, this is bad, and that's it. Now, the last card that you have here, this is very encouraging, is the Emperor. The Emperor is in charge of everything. There is no one above him. He owns all the land. He owns everything around him. There is no one who he bows to. He is the Emperor. So, you have some very strong energy here. You have this King of Wands. You have this Queen of Swords. You're in a wonderful position, especially to make a long-range plan, because your ultimate success is right here. You are on a pathway to success. I think that'd be a great title for this video. But you absolutely are. And it all comes down to you making this decision to be successful. I believe that's the decision that you need to make. I think sometimes when we work in the shadows, we sort of keep these things to ourselves because we think, well, who's going to agree with me? They're going to think I'm crazy. Well, now everybody knows what you're doing, and your success is evident. So you no longer have to work in the shadows. It's okay for you to decide, this is what I'm going to do. This is how I'm going to do it. I'm including it in my long-range plan, and I don't care who knows, because success is my birthright. Success is the path that I'm on. I look forward to hearing how this resonates with you and hearing the plans that come. Thank you so much for watching.